Welcome on into the Desert Vibe podcast. We are coming to you from Phoenix, Arizona, but we cover music across the state of Arizona and really far beyond as well, because the tentacles from here reach to places, let's say, like LA. Just as a weird, random example.
Right.
But I'm Glenn Gardner.
I'm Jamie Ray.
I'm Walt Richardson, and I'd like to welcome everybody aboard. And our guest today is Laura Joy. Laura, it's good to have you.
Hey guys, thanks for having me.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice to have you. And for those of you who don't know, Laura has been a staple in Valley music since she was a tyke.
A baby.
Which,
Just a baby.
yeah, she's that person who was born here, along with Jamie Ray. There's only two people in the world who were born
Right. That's right.
in the greater Phoenix area. Everybody else, came from somewhere else. But Laura is a native and came up through the ranks at places like Fiddler's Dream and different open mics around the area, and now has sought her fame. I would say fortune, but let's just keep it at fame. Over there in Los Angeles, California, but still comes back and gigs in the Valley on a fairly regular basis. So,
Yes.
yeah, welcome, Laura, and it's a pleasure to see you and to have you on the show. And I guess the question I'd like to start with is, you have this real interesting perspective in that you've now been in two different musical communities as a resident. How do you compare and contrast what's going on, let's say, in LA and the scene in the greater Phoenix area? Although you've played across the state, Flagstaff and Tucson and whatever, but how do you view those two music communities?
Oh, I didn't finish this yet. That's like an essay. That's like an essay question. That's like I need a blue booklet.
Good luck trying to find one.
All right.
Desert Vibe for Dummies.
I would say the difference is mostly based on my perception, because I don't feel like I have truly experienced all of the facets of what LA has to offer, and maybe that is the difference. I think it's easier to do a whole lot of different things in LA than it is in Phoenix, but it's a whole lot easier to do gigs in Phoenix
Yeah.
and get paid, in my opinion, as a solo artist anyway. And those are just the background sort of cover gigs. Like, I find those easier to procure in Phoenix and the Phoenix metro area.
Is that because every aspiring singer, songwriter, musician, person with an organ grinder and a monkey, magician, they all are sitting in the drugstore in LA waiting to be quote unquote discovered? Or
I wouldn't say that. I honestly don't see a lot of live music. It was kind of, I mean, it's out at the clubs and the venues, right? But as far as like the background gigs, the working gigs, those are mostly sort of like seeming to be, and again, I feel like I might be missing a secret club. I don't know. But they do seem to be relegated more so to private events and gigs that you get through agencies.
unlike my recent tour of cashing establishments and title loan places,
Yeah.
down in
Yeah.
South Phoenix and whatnot.
I mean, the problem is I do hang out with the magicians and the circus people. Like, that's where I was last night. So,
Was it fun?
I mean, I work every night on Wednesdays at a show called Booby Trap at, at Magic. Yeah, it's a magic lounge. It's called Illusions. I think they got like 190 seats. I don't know
That's
how big.
cool.
It's a sizable theater.
Yeah.
And it's just everyone gets 4 minutes and they can do whatever they want. And then intermission, you have Fritos thrown at you.
I
And
think Glenn is
Perfect.
packing right now on
no,
his way to go work
honestly,
that venue.
I think it's your thing. It
Well,
would
it's
be
the
your
Fritos part that really intrigues me.
That's what I
Tell you the
mean.
truth.
I know you're on
If
your
I
way.
can grab X amount before they hit the floor,
Yeah. No, that is
And
actually
or
the
even
thing.
if they hit the floor, there is the 3 second
Well,
rule.
it's tiered
So
seating, so you really have to like take those leaps of faith. But
excellent.
my job is also at the end to vacuum all of that up. So,
Oh, nice.
and the glitter. There's a lot of glitter. So,
Ooh, I like
anyway, the
glitter.
point is, I'm not doing that in Phoenix ever.
No, I doubt it.
And then, yeah, as far as the communities, I found them to be equally supportive. And I, yeah, I think it's just a monetary thing. It's just easier. It's easier, and honestly, it might be easier for me in Phoenix because that's where I started. You know, I've got those connections. I know where to go. I've only been here for 3 years, so I usually end up going out to wineries and come out to Phoenix. I play a cool place that sounds, I don't know if it sounds cool, but there's a RV park in Malibu. And I'm doing that twice a month for like 4 hours, which I really love because you get on this cliff and you get to watch the sunset while you're playing and the birds. We have these weird parrots. I don't, do you guys know about the parrots of LA? The
They-
just pets that have gathered over the years.
yeah,
Escapees, kind of.
Yeah. Yeah.
they have,
So,
they have, we have that in Tempe.
oh yeah, you do. I know
Yeah,
we have a love, like Phoenix has a lovebird
lovebird thing. Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, those are the kind of gigs I get, just random stuff. Like there's a local coffee shop I play here like monthly called Dogtown, which is fun. Um, but yeah, as far as like going to a restaurant and playing music, it's a little bit more. I'd have to go to the Orange County. It's just LA proper is just not about that.
I wanted to ask you, has living in LA made you more confident or more challenged as an artist?
It's made me more confident because I'm considered good here. And I feel like
As opposed
that's
I
to,
was much more honest with her when she was here, you know?
no, but you know what I'm saying? Like, if you can silence a loud room in LA, that's kind
yeah,
of like feather
yeah.
in my hat. I
Do
think
you
I've
find
been.
the crowds harder to connect with in LA
I think
opposed to
they
here?
would be if I hadn't been as practiced as I am. But what happens with me, even last night, um, is like I can do like one song like on Wednesdays. Mostly I'm working like I'm working, but they appreciate comedy a lot. So I have
Mm.
more people saying like, "Look, why don't you just gotta do you just gotta do stand up. You're doing stand up, and what are you doing tonight?" And I'm like singing. They're like, "Oh, that's not what I thought you were gonna say." So when are you gonna get up there and do 4 minutes? I'm like, I'm doing minutes with you. So, what's
Just
So
get up there and use the guitar as a prop. That would be
you
great.
have expanded on your talent then. You've got more talent now coming oozing out of you.
yeah, it is an
That's
ooze. I'm
good.
on some medication. Yeah.
hey,
That's good.
Laura, my first time seeing you was when you came out to the open mic night and played on stage, and it was your style that grabbed everybody in the room, and still does to this day. And so I had known that you were from Phoenix. It was you were living in Chicago at that time, and you came back through here. And in my perception of what you offer on stage and in your songwriting, um, you know you got it going. You're fire. It's already there. It's a matter of the people catching up to you.
Oh,
You see,
nice.
you see what
Thank
I'm
you.
saying? And that's always been what I've noticed with you. Which brings me to this question. Your style is so rhythmic and so strong. Your lyrics are just magical, right? And great with storytelling. How do you think any element of being female playing music is a factor in the what might be like the headwinds of moving through the industry?
Um, yes. Is that a yes?
just, just straight up yes.
There was no hesitation there at all.
I just recently had an experience. Yes.
Hmm. What was so in that recent experience? Can you give us some kind of like story around it?
People want things more than music when they say they want to work with you for music.
Okay, okay.
Mm.
So yeah, okay, yeah.
I get that all the time.
I know you do, Glenn, and you got
Yeah,
to tell me how to deal with it because
all the
it's just
time.
I just
you
can't keep
you
them
deal
off.
with it by wearing a shirt like he has on right
Yeah.
now. That's how
No
you
one will
deal.
come within 10 yards of you. Don't worry
No,
about it.
that will attract the Burning Man people.
Right, right.
Ah.
Look like you either spilt Kool-Aid on yourself or you just had a popsicle drool all over you and everything.
So it was a gift from my wife.
Uh-oh. Okay,
Oh.
let me be nice.
Uh-oh.
Came all the way from Maine. Peace,
You-
love, and lobster. Maine.
Okay, so I kind of figured you were gonna say that, but yeah, I
Yeah,
was
I don't know. I'm not a man, so I don't know how easy you guys have it, but I do know that as a woman, it's definitely always, you know, certain expectations are there where they just think, "Oh, you just sing little folky songs." So when I get up there and I can play guitar, I make instant friends, which is nice. But I don't, it's not, there's a lot more vocalists here in LA. So
Hmm.
you just kind of, people just get kind of used to someone when they're like, oh, I'm a singer-songwriter. Like that you don't necessarily practice live performance as much as you practice writing.
Yeah.
So that is actually a huge difference between
it,
Phoenix and
it is
LA.
it is a huge well, just what you said, performance and songwriting is two different categories. It could
Hmm.
split off on their own and
Hell, have
they
you ever
would
heard Jimmy Webb perform? Guy that wrote, by the time I get to Phoenix and
It's
lineman for the county, Wichita lineman and whatnot. It's like, ooh,
it's an experience, all right?
you
It's a
know,
different, it's a different
ooh.
style. It's the original.
well,
But to Walt's point, you've got a really unique vocal style.
That's
Bless
one
you.
Gesundheit,
great. I'm really
Gesundheit.
sorry. I just had to get a song in there.
Come to Phoenix, the allergies are even better. Um,
That's true.
she knows.
yeah, she does know. And your guitar style is really rhythmic and unique. And for those who are watching who haven't heard Laura's music, you should check out her Spotify website, and we'll be putting that stuff up on screen too, so people can check it out. But it is a very distinct and very unique style. Where did that come from? Is that just something that came from in yourself, or you said, "Well, I kind of like the way this person does this and that person does that, and I'm gonna, meat grind this thing together," and that's how the sausage got made?
I always liked the complex things that you could do with acoustic. Like I know
Mm.
that electric is its own rabbit hole, but acoustic is more tactile, organic, and percussive. And I was drawn to that because I could do like sort of like rhythm drum sounds while I was playing guitar. And growing up, my dad loved Leo Kottke and brought me in with that stuff.
Mm.
And then we sort of went from there. And there's like, we loved, like, I started taking classical when I was like 18 and then realized, oh, wait, I can do this now that I knew the finger style for classical. I started tapping kind of like I'd heard like Leo Kottke do and like Kaki King and stuff like that. And just kind of trying to figure out what I could do while singing because those kinds of complex ways of playing, they do like to sing while doing that becomes a little bit too much. It's why Leo's like songs are
Mm.
only like the ring ring. Like that's like so awesome that he could find a melody that doesn't get lost in that
Mm.
complex background that he creates, right? But
Mm.
it's actually quite a trick. And then also to have your brain be able to sing accurately while you're doing all these different things. So
Yeah.
mine is definitely simpler, but of that. And it always kind of like makes it easier to sort of like play alone because then you sort of stand out. You can get people's like, dancing and feet tapping a little easier. I mean, Walt, you've got a pretty percussive way of playing too, so that's
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
you
which
you
was
you know.
that's why I gravitated to what you were doing right away. I said, "Man, I see this, and this is over the top." The thing that I wanted to ask you is, when it comes to playing with other musicians, getting them to understand how to support that without getting it muddy, without getting it all confused. And there's very, that can be a lifelong kind of, I guess, search or journey, because you might find one or two that exactly understand what you do, and they have a way of staying out of the way of what you do. But there's a lot of people who may jump up there and like what you're doing, and then they start doing what they're doing, and it really doesn't blend. And do you find when you're in that position that I just described, it influences you to play differently so that you can fit the whole thing together? How does that work for you on stage?
I think I have always been blessed by either talented people or lower standards. Um, so I've never really felt like there have been a few where I just cut them loose immediately after an audition, but I have always had, when I started playing in a band setting, which was back in Chicago, Chicago
Hmm.
is a huge music town.
Mm.
I had, I was, found myself right in the middle of extremely professional. I think the issue is I've been with professional touring musicians who are always a little bit higher than me, and they had no problem falling into step with something different, right?
Right.
A lot of them got a jazz background. That helps a ton.
Hmm.
But even like the guys at Booby Trap, the show I did, like I don't even have to bring a chart. They don't know what song I'm going to do. Um, I go up there, I'm like, C, don't mess it up. That's what I
Don't mess
say. And they don't.
don't mess it up.
So,
That's so cool.
I mean, I say it a little bit more vulgar because it's a comedy show, but yeah.
I forgot
But yeah,
about that
I
comment.
really haven't struggled. I always, and if someone is too notey, we
Hmm.
talk about it or we don't do the gig. Um, and maybe that's, but yeah, I mean, even Clay, you guys know Clay, he's a phenomenal bass player. I
Yeah,
haven't had like, I don't even have to think to be
yeah,
like, tell him to do a thing.
yeah,
I don't even have to tell him to turn down. Like
yeah.
he's just the right sauce. So like I'm just yeah, I'm surrounded by super talented people. And in LA with the session musicians and the tour guys, like I did a like the guy who like he plays with like Beyonce all the time. And he's just like, "Oh, I really like your sound." He's like, "Here's my number. I don't usually do this." And I'm like, "Great. Well, I still haven't called him because I don't have like a gig I can hire him for. Because I
What?
really gotta
Wait,
pay
wait,
him."
wait a minute. You ask him. You
I
ask
asked
him and
him.
say, "Hey, look, you get a gig, I'll play, and I'll lead it."
Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's how
Yeah,
that works.
And
yeah.
tell
Anyway, like,
Beyonce to stay home.
All right.
well, also
Or I'll
everyone's
open it for
played
Beyonce.
everyone's played with everyone. So he could say like I think Beyonce is like his main like person that they get hired for different artists. So
Yeah.
it could be
Mhm.
like, "Oh, it's Beyonce's bass player," but like he's toured with her and that's I mean, that's pretty
You
good.
Yeah.
know, you're bringing something very interesting up in that statement, because I have experienced people who become in a band that's an level artist and touring with them,
Hmm.
and you know them when they're back at home, or when they come up to you and say, "Hey, let's jam," and everything like that. And it's very interesting. They have a way about them I can't really describe. And then there's the people who have never toured with anybody but are just good musicians and they want to get up and play anytime. Uh, you there's a different demeanor once people get on that A level. They jump in and they help you and they enjoy what you're doing. But I always get the feeling that in the back of their mind, they're thinking like, "Ooh, man, this is a lot different than being up on stage with all my peeps when I'm touring with sa 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 and da 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 and everything." But it's kind of nice. But they can tell the difference of the musicians that they're playing with, and they have a good time. But if the musicians had an idea of what it is to play like on an A level, then those people were prioritized sitting in with you, because
Mm.
there's a thrill there's a thrill level to that element that you can only get when you've been there. You know,
Mhm.
it's like if you if you're a Navy SEAL, it's hard to be
A
sitting
mall
around
cop.
be a monk or or a Cub Scout leader or something.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like it's two different worlds, and
Mm.
I I I I think that one of the things that you might have that you do have that they would come up and say something like that with you is they see something that has that potential, and it's worth their time to sit there and talk, chit chat, play. And in that, if you they pick up like you're elevating yourself, elevating your get your style is getting up there, then they circle back a little bit more because they know what they're circling back to. And I think that's an indication of how it is to get in conversations with those folks as many times as possible, and kind of without picking their brains, pick their brains about
Mm.
all the little tiny things that you can do for yourself, and make it in a way that they don't know you're going to ask them to join your tour in a year that they'll say yes to. You know, Jamie Ray,
Yes,
you've
sir.
led bands and everything. You understand what I'm saying because you
Yeah.
put on concerts with Jamie Ray has put on festivals with all these A-level people and knows the whole ins and out of it. And she's also had her success with a band in in the Midwest and up in Canada. So when she came back to Arizona, she was pretty much doing the, you know, for a lot of reasons, getting back into the music
Mm.
scene after a little bit of an absence. But she has all this knowledge behind her. Am I what I'm saying? Can you identify with that in
Me
terms? Yeah,
or
yeah, you,
Laura? Oh,
you,
yeah.
you,
No,
because
I do. Yeah.
You and Laura are doing the
100%.
same thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
know, and I'm laughing every time she's talking because it's like, yeah, I mean, I totally get, especially like you said, well, I'm not a man, so I don't get that side of it.
Yeah.
And it is, it's different. It's different. I mean, even with your own band, sometimes, and I know my boys are going to be watching this, but sometimes they don't listen to me, and I have to go through,
What
I
did you just
appoint,
say?
you never listen to me.
Oh,
But it's true. It's harder on our end, but when you have the skill and then you can prove it and and they see, oh, well, they she does know what she's doing, and it helps when you've got a little
the
Yeah.
background.
the two of you need to be on the same show, the
Oh, I would love
Blindsiders,
it. I
and
would love it.
y'all. It would be awesome.
It would
Yeah,
be. I would love it.
Or just grab coffee when I'm in town.
I would
that
love that too. Call me
that's
up.
well. You sent a text the other night to saying you're going to be here in the August area, August
So
time.
yeah, I'm gonna be cat sitting from August 30th through September 19th, open
Okay.
for gigs if anyone knows. And then I was gonna try. I got put into the Flagstaff Folk Festival and wanted to go check that
Oh,
out, but that's gonna depend on gas. Um, for real though, because we're
Yeah,
we're almost at 7 a gallon here,
yeah.
and
yeah.
they put an announcement at the beginning of May that California only had a steady supply for 6 weeks, and that would be around when that might be happening. Now everything might be fine, but I'm just saying.
well, I
So,
hear it's a nice
um,
walk from LA to
oh yeah, the
Flagstaff. It's
Mojave is
mostly uphill, but
absolutely well. Once you get into that Coachella Valley, it's just
you're,
yeah, it's easy.
and it's June,
Right,
so it should be.
right.
That's true about gas, though. See, and people don't look at that. They don't see behind the scenes when an artist there are so many things involved with getting to a gig,
Oh yeah.
and gas is one of them. I
And the
mean, I'm
run.
in Florence and I got to drive to Phoenix sometimes to play, and it's like, well, I hope I have a gig before that gig so I can
Yeah.
stay to get to the gig.
You know what I'm saying? So technically, I'm on the bill for Flagstaff, but if something happens that week, we'll see. We'll see.
So when is the
It'll
festival?
happen.
When is the festival?
Flagstaff is it's the 13th and the 14th of June.
Up of June?
Hmm.
I don't know if I don't. I think I'll be in town for that.
Yeah,
And
Yeah,
it's
you don't
usually
leave.
it'll be
nice
a
and
nice,
pleasant up
You
there.
don't
it'll
leave
be a
till the
nice spot.
19th, Walt. I
Yeah,
think.
Yeah, I leave the 19th, but
See?
I'm gonna spend some time up in. Are you looking at your little your calendar thing that you have, Jamie?
Yeah, because
Oh,
I
I
was
Hey,
thought
gonna
you just
go. I
had it
was going in
internalized.
June, so
yeah,
well, I do have it internalized too. I've got it on paper, on phone, in my brain.
yeah. So
I
I'm.
look at the calendar so much it's like in my brain. So
That's
You have
nice. I
to.
just look at it and then it leaves when my eyes aren't looking at it.
My phone just talks to me and tells me what the hell I have to do, and that's awesome.
We need to all be having coffee over here very soon because that's what this is sounding like.
So
yeah,
look,
it
here's
is.
here's a neat little tidbit. We had Rich on, who used to be in the Morningstar band,
Yeah.
and then worked for Fender for a while. And I was holding up this guitar, and I said to Rich, I said, "Do you remember this guitar?" And he said, "Well, yeah, I designed that guitar. I caused it to be made, and I'm the one that put it in the drop test." Um, and
I
guess where
remember
that
that.
guitar is right now?
Where?
It's isn't it right next to you? Oh,
No,
does Laura have it?
I
Do you have
Yes.
it?
do.
Oh, I love
Oh,
that.
wow.
It came with me to Malibu. It's already been drop tested. So I love that it's a beautiful guitar, but that essentially it's not as precious.
Ah,
It's
look at
damaged like
Glenn.
most of us.
I love it so much. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it, but yeah, it's not next to me. I don't have like you guys all have your guitars in the background. I just
Yeah.
got like my plant. Um,
How many guitars do you have,
this
Laura?
is Glenn's fault how many guitars I have.
Partially, because I think what at least
You've
three or
given
four
me
of them.
three. You've
Three. I
given me
thought it was
three.
three. Yeah, something like that.
Wait,
So now I have nine.
okay, so what's your favorite one out of all of them?
What's your favorite child? What's your favorite nephew?
Well, there's
Can't
one.
answer that. Can't answer that.
Oh, she has
Every
a
single
she has a favorite.
Yeah, I know she does.
Yeah,
my
and I
do
know
I
which one
have
it
a
is. You
what?
do. You do. Because I'll tell you why. Because the day that you bought it, no, I think it was the day after you bought it, I got a frantic phone call saying, "You know that guitar that I love and I bought yesterday? Well, the strap lock on the end came off and it went crashing down onto the pavement."
It's short
My
leash. It
gosh.
just
A
fell.
short leash?
My
Oh,
Yeah.
2400 guitar onto
It's
the
all
concrete.
all Koa larvae. It's like her dream
oh,
guitar. I gotta have one of these. I gotta have this guitar. I got the guitar, and I think it was the next day, wasn't it?
It was literally the next day.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
The guitar was 1 day old,
oh my God.
Call her
and
Peggy now because she's got a different colored peg.
yeah,
Some some I have some sort of guardian angel that like was did a spit take and launched itself into some sort of like quantum physics catch because it should have been destroyed and all it had was a nick and the peg fell off on the top.
Oh,
Oh
But it
wow.
still needed resealing from that nick because it was a small chunk. But now I just call her Peggy.
yeah. And she called, and she was kind of beside
Yeah, I was
herself.
upset. I was understandably
And I said,
upset.
"Laura,
Yeah,
I
I'm
know
upset right
I
now just hearing the story.
said I know a guy. I know a guy." And actually, the guitar ended up with Mud down at Roberto Venn.
oh, okay.
Literally one of the best builders.
Yeah.
This guy built guitars for John Prine, and just a and no, and he made it right again.
That's cool.
So I just as an outside observer looking in, I think that's your favorite guitar.
It is my prettiest guitar. In terms of playing, though, I have just um I really it's like what's okay, so I like taking that first. I love the how the Honer feels.
Mm-hmm.
I love that bass. The Fender that you gave me just recently, I love that one because it's a surprisingly light guitar for as well made as it is. So it's smaller, which lets me actually play that 4 hour gig without
Mm.
getting some sort of injury. And then like the Enya, which is a what is that? That's the carbon fiber.
Carbon. Yeah.
Carbon. That's great because it has phenomenal effects in it, and it's a showstopper. People don't
And
usually
it's
see it.
indestructible, literally. I
Yeah,
mean, yeah.
I mean, it has been left outside in a rainstorm at a winery. Like, yeah. So
And
I
it
love
She
likes
that.
it.
she
I think
doesn't
it
have
actually
one
likes it.
favorite. She's right when she says, "What's your favorite child? What's your favorite
It's
niece and
so the
nephew?"
Larrabee,
Yeah.
because honestly, like the Larrabee is not my favorite guitar to play. It's it's just I just wanted a pretty guitar because I've always had like
Well,
that was why it was
it
so
sounds really
cool
good too, though.
that I mean it's a Larrabee. It's kind of Canadian. It doesn't really have like it's really straight ahead.
Hmm.
Very polite.
Yeah.
Polite. That's a good way to put it.
But
Very
you know
polite.
what's interesting, Laura, with your playing style, which is extremely percussive, you beat on the guitar, literally. You know, the guitar every time it says, I play C chord, ow, ow, D, oh, ow. Not every guitar can handle what you dish out, I think.
That's why I test them. I mean, that was I bought it from Buzz. That was Buzz's guitar.
Oh,
You guys
that's right.
got
That's
him.
right.
Yeah, yeah. So,
Have you
and
have you ever played a guild?
I love guilds, but only from like the early 90s.
You're right.
Mm.
Yeah. No, I've always wanted one. I mean, in terms of my now hoarding issue. Do you know what happened during the fires? We had the fires here, and then we were on like evacuation warnings, and they were like, get ready to go. And I packed up my guitar, and like I looked in my car, I had at that time only 7 guitars. And I just looked around and I was like, well, that's it. Like that was all that mattered. I was like, well, that's easy.
I can go now.
I was like, time
Easy
to
packing
go.
there.
Hey, look, that's what you had when you moved there, right?
Yeah, pretty much. That's probably why, because like I didn't bring anything.
Yeah.
Everything I hear I found on the ground. So
You know, you know what that says, Laura? That says you're not finished moving.
That means you're coming back.
There's another space. There's another space for you. I have no idea why you haven't, you know, haven't people haven't grabbed onto what you do and how you do it, because it's you take them to that space, you go to that space, you take them to that space, and it's like, and everybody kind of gets it, but I think sometimes you can be in a situation where society is is not ready for it yet. They see it, but they don't know how to grab onto it. But by the time they grab onto it, it'll surprise the hell out of you because they'll be up on you and everything about this and that and this and that, and you go, "Why are you guys getting here now? I've been doing this for 50,000 years. This is the same stuff. What's new about it?" You
that
know
is
what I'm
that kind
saying?
of like when Mrs. Alexander, my 7th grade teacher, told my mom that I was ready for high school.
Pretty
Well,
similar.
okay. Now you're getting into something else here, Laura, that can get in the way of actually what you do. So that's where the comedy needs to come in, because your sarcasm and your wit can be your blessing and your curse at the same time, and that's why you two getting together, you and Jamie Ray, y'all would be a team because. A person could be standing there thinking they're getting a compliment at the same time they're bleeding from their jugular.
I don't know if that's a compliment, Walt.
No, it's no,
What about
no,
that
it's
Joker up in the other corner
well,
there, at least on
okay.
my
Well,
screen?
okay. So wait a minute. You know what it is? You know what it is? It's like being way ahead of your time. Way ahead of your time in terms of knowing what you want. And every person that I know who it seems like has been a great creative on the planet that knows what they want and does what they do, they blaze a trail that people don't get until later on. But when they grab onto it, they're going to like, oh my God, they start writing books about it and do
Yeah.
blah 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 blah. They go visit your grave and sit there and try to
There's something to look
meditate.
forward to.
Something.
I can't wait.
you know, because I just don't get it. I don't get it. And I'm pretty sure it baffles you too, because you know,
You
right?
know what, Walt? You know it when, and we all know this on this screen, and many of the people who are watching, you know it when you hear it. And the first time that I heard Laura play, I said, "There's something going on here. There's just something going on here, and it's intangible." If you try to figure out exactly what that it thing is,
No, you
I
can't.
think you'll drive yourself crazy because it's not one thing. It's this melting pot of stuff, of influence, of people around you, of some natural talent, I think, and good ears and all that stuff. But not everybody has that, and regardless of when people gravitate to what you're doing, and sometimes the public doesn't get it, but but oftentimes, you'll listen to something and say, "This is extraordinary material. It's written really well, and it's performed really well, and lyrically, it's really good." I've never said that about Walt's stuff, but
Never
you know,
will either.
no, no, no. And I heard some of it last night, Walt's stuff, and
Hey,
um,
hey, Glenn, while you have your foot in your mouth, I want to say you brought something up, and I think it
it was
lends to
lunch from yesterday.
I think it lends to the fact that we're the age that we are. We no, seriously, listen to this. Watch how I've dovetailed this in.
Okay, thank you. I
When
needed
you and
help
I
there.
started playing music, you had to be good. And you
Mm,
noticed the it in
mm.
almost everybody that took the stage. The people that didn't have the it, they didn't get past their garages. And you didn't want to come out there past your garage because you knew what the it was, right? And those people that did, and all of us that lived through that era and are still playing now, we can recognize the it in people almost right away. But when the music industry changed and it got mediocre, everybody got into that whole mediocre thing. So those people that were coming along with the it, they had these kind of like counterculture movements or something
Mm.
like this. But nobody knew how to recognize it anymore because blah, meh, it was okay.
Mhm.
And so that's why we can say what we say about, Laura, because if she was alive then,
Mhm.
at that time, she would have definitely be knowing exactly what we were saying back, but she'd be enjoying a nice career as well because you had to be like that or better
And
in
she
order
wouldn't be
just to
talking to us right
just
now on the
just to
Desert
get into a
Live.
just to
Would.
get in a just to get into a coffee house and play.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm
Or
glad
really,
you
she, or
said
she would
that
have had, she
because
would have had great success, and then she would have become a drug addict, and then she would have robbed drugstores and
that
stuff like
depends on the
that.
era.
And
no,
then Walt,
Pretty
you could
sure
be
I
at
did
her, you
that.
could be at her
I did that
grave,
last
you
no,
know.
last life. That's
no,
that was my
no.
last life.
If she was going to be addicted to anything, it would have been allergy medicine. But
Oh
that's
well.
I wouldn't just like what'd you smoke, Laura? I'd be like Benadryl.
right.
That's all that was around.
You know what though, Walt? That is so true. You and Glenn
Yeah,
like hit that. I mean, it's so true
yeah,
because there is so much talent right now, but I think there's a lot of very extremely talented people. Laura, I'm glad you haven't quit and given up, but
right.
there are some talented people that are just like it's too wishy-washy and I mean, I don't think they give up because they don't want to fight for it, but it's everywhere. Music is everywhere, which is good. It's a good thing, but there are so many that come in that aren't good enough to be it, but they play so much and get, they're because they're cheaper to hire or and that's a big deal too because the ones that have it can't really get what they deserve
Oh,
to
yeah,
to play.
exactly.
They
And
can't.
and I'll tell you my experience. When you're in like your 60s or 70s, and
I
the
got a
the
long way to go. Laura, how about you? Got a long
Oh my
time to go.
God.
Yeah.
uh,
Can't
Go
even.
well,
ahead though, Walt. God
when
bless
when
you.
you I'm sitting there one day,
Tough
And
room.
this this person is kind of like just heard me play for the first time, young person, and
Like a 55-year-old.
so he says, "Man, I really like your music and everything, and blah blah blah. I'm a producer and everything." My mind goes producer, like radio. I mean, record
Yeah.
label and everything like that. He's talking, and this and that and this and that and this and that and everything. And he go, and I'd really like to, produce you. I've heard that whole thing. So I grabbed his card, and and he walked off and everything. And I looked at this and I go, dude, the kid's in his 20s. When they say producer, it's a whole different ball game.
It's
And
social
and
media.
and and
He's
I
been
look,
producing for 10 years.
I
He's got
look,
experience. I
I
guarantee you.
I look at the music and I go, oh, you, it's not like music. It's how to grab beats of things that were from the '60s and grooves from the whole era that
Well, you're listening.
other
Wait a
people.
minute. That's
And
my thing from
right,
1978.
right.
The hell did you
Hey,
get that?
hey. Now let me tell you this. This is how it happens. Donnie Dean, Donnie Dean, the musician out here. He's played in my band. This guy was in the early days of recording, and he was with Archie Bell and
And the drills.
the Drills, and they did that tune "Tighten Up."
Because they could
Okay,
dance as good as they could
hey,
walk.
look, he was 15 or 16 years old when that happened. He was the guy who put that guitar lick in the song, right? And that thing has gone all around the world. It's classic. Everybody. He's on stage playing music with me, and we're talking one day, and he's telling me that story. And I go, "You're sitting here with all of us in Phoenix playing music, and that's your claim to fame. And there's not anything in his life that could say, monetarily, he got paid what he was
Mm,
supposed to get paid from the thing,
yeah.
and that's music that he's living with. He's okay with it, but it's still like, dang man. I mean,
Someone got rich on that song.
yeah, and he's a killer guitar player.
Yeah.
And so when he told me that story, I go, man, alive, this is just crazy stuff, man.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I
it,
know.
it goes to say at the end of the day, Laura and all of us that are in it, we just have to stay in the game. That's
All
the only
right.
way you get through.
You do.
You
You
stay
do.
in the game, and you come on the podcast like this
I,
and get
no,
discovered.
I got that text. I like picked up my phone because the alarm had gone off. I was sleeping.
Yeah. See, this is the difference between LA and Phoenix is you're sleeping at 9 o'clock in the morning. In Phoenix, you would have
I
been up
was
for 4 hours. You would have taken a bike ride. You would have,
Well,
Before
maybe
that,
I need to move to LA because I'm always asleep before
come
this
on over.
podcast.
I got an extra room right now.
I'll
There
I'll
you
be
Not even
go.
over.
kidding. You ever need a place to stay?
Would you lose
Santa
another
Monica.
crazy roommate or what?
so
No. I
Oh,
have a really
okay.
good roommate, but
Oh,
she's
good.
like more of an Airbnb situation. Like she comes out, it's like
Okay.
at a la carte.
so my thing right here is Jamie Ray, and you two need to be swap each other's music. You don't need to. You
Oh
should hear.
yeah.
You
I
should
want.
hear some of Jamie Ray's original stuff.
Oh,
That's
thank you,
it's
Walt.
powerful, and I think if you guys covered each other's songs,
Woo!
wouldn't
I
that be?
I'm up.
Oh
I'll do it.
man, oh
I'll do
man.
it. I
Listen to
wanted to
Laura.
ask you, Laura, you said you'll be out September 30th. Is that
Yeah,
when you'll be here, or will you be here
August
like, I mean,
August
August,
30th
August?
through September 19th.
Oh, okay.
So I'll
So
be in the
you can't be here like on the 28th,
I could, yeah.
because if you're here on the 29th, I'm playing at the chill room. I would love to have you come play.
Yeah, I think I'm unfortunately already. Is that the last Friday of that month? Because I host a series here for songwriters the last Friday of the month, so that's why I'm locked in until I get out
It
there.
wouldn't
So
be if you're playing Friday, we play on a Saturday.
then that would just be me waking up and what? Yeah, I mean I could do that.
Come over to the chill room. Just
I
come
could do
show
that.
up. Come
June
over.
26th is the Friday.
So the 26th is the Friday. All right. Okay. There we go. Yeah,
So you
Call
guys.
me.
but it would be July. We're looking at July.
Yeah.
Oh, July. I'm sorry. I thought you said June.
yet.
Hey,
It
see
didn't.
now Glenn's just got us all messed up. We'll just talk on off after the podcast. We'll
Yeah.
The
we'll
Yeah,
we'll
lobster
connect.
part.
yeah. You
Yeah,
two
yeah.
I
exchange.
don't keep track of things that I'm not invited to play at
And I don't
generally.
invite him
So,
anymore.
you
I
know,
don't because you know why? I invite Glenn to open for me or play with me, and his writers, he's got to have washing machines and billy
yeah.
goats and
My last writer that I
green
sent to Jamie Ray, I
carpets
said I want a washer and a dryer on stage,
on stage.
a manna, and goats.
And and I asked Glenn to be there at a specific time, but Diva Glenn had to he let me know he wasn't going to be there until he could be there.
Yeah.
Diva Glenn.
So
He's got to
so the
get that
show
bike
had
ride
to
in.
yeah, that's right. That's right. We had to work around Glenn. So
Yeah. As it
I
should
don't
be.
Hey, Laura, I have a question. What would your, if you were given a seminar and talking to, let's say, musicians that are as dedicated yourself? There's a bunch of Lauras sitting there,
Oh
and
God.
all women, and they're different ages but young, starting out, and they're very talented. What kind of advice would you give them? Kind of like to move forward.
Let's build our own company.
Oh, that's a good way to
That's my
start.
advice.
That's see
What would
why I
the
like
company do?
It would be a
support
booking
female
agency
artists.
and a label. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I
so
like that. I
so
like that.
so you
Be
see
like,
why
F all this. This is broken. We know what we can do. There's a lot of us. We're
so
just gonna we're gonna do it.
so you see that's why it's nice having her on the show because she tells it like it is. If you know Laura and the way that all
I
of us
love
do
that.
here, it's no jokes, Laura. Okay, no jokes, Laura.
Laura, so with your move, I know you've played in different states and moved around and stuff. Um, do you make those moves because you get, I don't know if burnt out is the right word, or you're just ready for a change, or made you move? Why have you moved around so much with your music?
Huh. Life moves me before the music.
Does it?
Oh yeah.
And do
Oh
you
yeah.
get stories and songwriting out of those moves? Does your songwriting change from place to place?
No. But I'm sure I've gotten songs out of not the
Yeah.
moves, but out of each place I've been in.
But it
Um,
doesn't change your style, like from here to LA, your
No,
style of
I
song
mean I
doesn't.
think my style has changed in terms of how I would produce a song here, and I definitely have
Mm,
some newer stuff. And I know Glenn heard one thing.
Which was
Um,
brilliant.
yeah,
It was so what I wasn't expecting, but it was really awesome to hear it because it was more. I don't know. It was almost like EDM or
yeah.
I don't know
So
with Laura Joy. You know, I mean, it was just very. It was cool to hear. Do you have
yeah,
that anywhere? Is that up anywhere
I
or
no, that's not up right now.
okay?
I've got like a dragon's hoard of songs I haven't released because I really feel lost in terms of how to do it anymore,
mm.
and what the value is outside of just putting it on Bandcamp. That's something I have to kind of talk about with a couple friends. We're all trying to figure out what to do. Um, yeah. Um,
Well, yeah,
Well,
we should
yeah,
probably after this one, Walt, we should probably wrap this up because Laura has to brush her teeth and get back to
I
She
sleep,
do.
wants to go back to bed, is what
take
she
a
wants.
nap.
I am actually going out to meet a friend at the botanical gardens, the
Oh,
Huntington.
nice.
oh,
Nice.
Yes,
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to
another
doing
singer.
something with more engaging people and people.
Oh yeah, no,
I'd
absolutely.
like to move along from this,
It might
as
help if
quickly
you
as possible.
turn on a light in there. Or
ooh, ooh,
It's just my persona which is sucking all the light out of the room. Actually, it's plenty of light in here. I
because
don't.
like whenever I'm in that room, I'm like, oh, this is so cozy, and then
Yeah,
I get,
a
and then you get a
dungeon,
guitar and you
and
leave.
then time passes, and suddenly it's dark outside.
right? Right, just as dark
Darker
as
than the
inside.
room.
Yeah,
Yeah.
darker than the room.
Mm.
So you touched on something there, Laura, when you said the advice you would give women. How come you don't spearhead a project that is like that?
I am. That's
Oh,
what
yeah.
my songwriter series that I'm starting, and there are three other monthly events I want to do. I want to make a productions company, and then hopefully also, like in my mind, there's a lot that I want to do and can do. It's just a matter of financing.
How
So,
how is it that all of us are having the same kind of idea of producing and shows like this? And we're all been doing it. We're all in different locations. I'm doing the same thing. Uh, I think the answer to how to find the audience is this, and it's very simple. Small venues with small live venues
Mm,
where it's almost like a house concert, and
mhm.
you only see it when you're there. It's not, we're not going to post it up for any convenience.
Yeah.
You have to be there for the experience. It happens, and you put a series of these together. That's why I'm building this out with Cartel, the coffee shop, and everything.
Mhm.
So we'll talk about that, Laura, because I want to get you one. Because August would be a time I would be doing something like that. I want to get you in on that.
okay.
Unfortunately, I'm on, if not the first one of the first ones. So there's a very great chance, Laura, that there won't be an August one. So
Actually, he's not on the first one.
Oh.
He's on the second one. So we've
all
already
right,
worked the bugs out.
all right, good, good.
And I keep getting invited, but I'm always busy and can't play.
Oh, wait a minute, Laura. Don't listen to it like that, because Jamie Ray's the kind of person, when she books you 3 years out. So
Yeah.
she's already booked herself
So
out for
she'll
three
say like,
years.
"Are you going to be around in June?" And I'll go like, "Yeah, I'll be around in June." What date? No, I meant June 2030.
Yeah, yeah.
Of
It's like,
Gotta
and
pay
I'm like,
bills,
what?
okay? So
I
I gotta have I gotta have
2030.
things in
if if
place.
if she books you, it's like joining the service. You got to commit for 20 years.
Yeah,
That's
it's
kind of true.
It is. This
That's
woman
kind
can
of
book.
true.
This woman can book. Okay, that's
Yeah.
all.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah, oh,
telling you.
yeah.
yesterday morning, Nasser, my son, was getting sworn in. He's joining the military.
Oh my
And
gosh.
yeah, so I'm outside, and my husband's watching me. He goes, "What are you doing?" I go, "Well, I just booked these 3 gigs, but I got to sign this contract because they." So I booked several gigs yesterday morning. I was a busy girl.
That's nice. I booked two, maybe. I haven't checked my email.
Now, I
Check the
think
They
you two.
email. Check it.
Hey, you two talk. She can get you
Oh,
some
we
It'll be
gigs.
will.
fine.
Oh
We
yeah,
will.
a
I
nice
actually
one.
I forgot to go to 2 gigs last week, so whatever. But anyway, this has
Lord.
been a fascinating conversation, and I'm so glad I was able to wake you up this morning
Oh,
and
thank
cajole
you.
you into doing this because I don't know, I needed my lore fix, and I haven't seen you for what, a few
Yeah, it's
weeks,
good to
maybe
see you.
something like
Yeah, a few
that.
weeks. It's been a few weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But still, you're part of the family here.
Thank you. I love you guys a
Yeah,
lot.
we love you too.
We
Right back
love
at
you
you.
and looking forward to you being back in town.
All right, we'll be in touch.
All right,
Take,
Laura, continued success, my friend.
Thank
love
you.
you. Take
Bye,
care.
Laura. Have a great
Talk to
day.
you later. Laura Joy.
Yeah, what a joy.
And
Yeah.
that's actually, that's not a stage name,
No, that's her real
that
name.
is her
Yeah.
real
And
name.
she's in her talent. She's on the inside looking out.
Oh,
So
she's awesome.
she's frustrated about things that she doesn't even need to be frustrated about at
I
all.
understand that.
Because
Yeah,
the hard part, believe it or not, is already taken care of.
yeah,
The hard part is the product.
yeah,
Yeah,
And
right.
that when you guys who are watching and listening to this, you give her a listen,
yeah,
you're gonna say,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I just wanted to go. First time I heard her, I was like, I think I gotta get some lighter fluid and set my guitar on fire and be
Don't you
done.
think that's true though with most talented people? I mean, 9 out of 10 of us were our hardest critic.
Oh
So
yeah, always.
yeah, I mean that you never think that the talent part is there. That's the part that is always scary, I think. I don't know. I mean, a lot of things don't scare me, but yeah, you never know. You don't know
Yeah.
what that audience is. You can think that you have the best song in the world and your friends love it, but when you
Hmm.
play it out, it's a whole different,
It is.
depending on the audience
Yeah.
and then that gives you, well, wait a minute, maybe that wasn't. I even have a song that Walt told me you need to be singing that, and I thought every time I sing it, it's like crickets. And then Walt and Sal and all the musician friends I have are like, no, you need to be playing that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't
Because
know, it's hard. It's
I
hard.
tell you, I'll tell you why, Jamie. It's a song that evokes vulnerability, because I have
Mm,
a few songs like that.
Yeah.
and they tell me to sing it. I always think, well, it's one of those songs that feels like it's a downer in the room, and I
I
don't want to
know.
play it. But on the outside looking in, it's like, no, that's a song where it's a moment of vulnerableness, and it
Yeah.
draws the people in. And so I have to, I have to get over that
Right.
things to play it. And this is what Sal said to me one time. Everybody's going, well, we had Sal on the show.
Yeah.
I wonder who Sal is. He told me how selfish I was in terms of
Mm.
playing because I never put a tip jar out and everything. He says you're not giving people the opportunity to say thank you to you.
Mm-hmm.
You're very
Yeah, that's
selfish.
true.
And I
That's
thought,
true.
my God, he's got something that's pretty profound. I mean, it hit me. It
It
sunk in
is.
so deep
Yeah,
that
that's true.
now I go out and I put out the tip jar for a different reason.
Yeah.
And people do like to have the opportunity to say thank you, and they will say thank you with their money.
They do, because that's the only way they
Yeah.
can. I mean, when we're on stage playing, they don't have that time to come up and talk to us for a
Hmm.
minute and say,
Hmm.
we appreciate this and that.
Yeah.
And I can tell you, and I know you guys can too, when a lot of people, majority of them, when they come up and put that money in there, they want you to see them. They want to give you that, hey,
Yeah.
and thank you, and when
Yeah.
they do it. And so it's true. It's very
Yeah.
true.
Hey, on a side note, I like your background there with the flag. Um, I know you mentioned your son as enlisted and
Yep, we're army people now.
Army people. Well, my brother is retired Army, and
Oh,
my father retired Air Force, and he was a recognized Tuskegee Airman.
I didn't
Um,
realize your brother was in the army. I thought he
yeah,
was in the Air Force also.
no, no, he was Army, and he's Colonel, Airborne Rangers, Green Beret, Special Forces, all the stuff, man.
Mm-hmm.
I should have known he was going to be that when he made it all the way to Eagle Scouts,
Oh,
and I quit at Tenderfoot.
I was done at the Wolf Badge. That was it.
Yeah, I got Tenderfoot. Then I was trying to get that wolf badge. You
No.
know what? When I was going through all of that stuff, I thought those badges actually meant you had to go out and bag a wolf or a bear or something. Those badges were scaring the hell out of me, man. And I was going, how are these kids getting these badges? And we're on the Air Force base, and I'm going, where do you find bears? And where do you see wolves?
Like
I didn't.
batches. I
I
don't
didn't.
need no stinking batches.
I didn't know it was about, accomplishing deeds and everything. Then when I looked at those deeds, I go, man, this is our to-do list around the house.
oh,
Take out the garbage, wash the dishes, and
Ah,
everything.
good
How do
stuff.
you get this? Doesn't feel good. I kind of like
Right?
I like to going out in the woods looking for bears.
Go bag something.
That was a little bit more challenging, man.
oh my
But empty
gosh.
the
Well,
garbage? Oh, come
eh.
on. When I do it,
Well,
I don't even get accolades for doing it, even though it's done. It's like, I'm going to get a badge for this? Come on.
we should get a badge for doing this show. There should be like a show badge. But well, what? Jamie Ray, work on that. You probably know a badge person, I would think. Oh yeah, I
I
know a badge
actually
person.
do.
See, I
Yeah.
know a badge person. Yeah, I got you. But we
So,
should probably wrap for the day because
okay.
we're going close to an hour
Cool,
and
cool.
this was a lovely chance to catch up with
Laura.
Laura
Yeah.
and glad she's doing well over in LA
Hmm.
and as Jamie Ray has displayed there, we wish everybody who has lost someone or served, because
Or
Memorial
serve.
Day is the one it's about
Yep.
the memory of people.
Yep.
And Veterans Day is the one about people who are currently serving, but it doesn't mean we can't recognize whoever's doing what when.
Exactly.
Right.
We're standing on our freedom, and there are things that we're able to do right here that we still have left. Is we're standing on the
Hmm.
shoulders of a lot of brave men and women,
Yep.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
of all stripes.
And
Hmm.
we
And
appreciate so
we,
much
yeah,
what you've done, and to one of our fellow musicians who, as we record this, is actually on an honor flight as we speak
Oh, okay.
to Washington, D.C., and he's a Vietnam vet, and that would be Bob Cantonwine.
Okay.
Is in Washington right now. So thank you, Bob. Thank
Yeah,
you, all the veterans and all the people who
definitely.
have done all kinds of sacrifice. So
Yes.
with that, have a great holiday, folks. I'm Glenn Gardner.
I'm Jamie Ray.
I'm Walt Richardson. Until we meet again, you be good to yourselves, take care of one another, and let's give peace a chance.